It's rather weird when we talk about black on black crime, nobody really wants to talk about it. Well, I want to talk about this.
We've been in contact with the victims' family members as well as their colleagues, many still too distraught to speak on camera at this time. We also now know for sure the relation of those victims to the suspect. The Will County coroner identifying the victims as the suspect's mother, 47-year-old Tamika Nance, his aunt, 38-year-old Christine Esters, who's a corrections officer at the Joliet Treatment Center. Also killed 35-year-old William Esters, the suspect's uncle. Also 31-year-old Joshua Nance, his brother who was bedridden. Finally, the suspect's three sisters, 20-year-old Alexandria Nance, 16-year-old Alana Nance, and 14-year-old Angel Nance, all shot to death.
We can't get inside his head. We just don't have any clue as to why he did what he did.
Police now believe the suspect, 23-year-old Romeo Nance, committed the Hayden's murders Sunday afternoon, then jumped on the road inside his red Toyota, landing in Texas. Police say Nance swapped his license plate with a stolen one before being chased by U.S. Marshals at this service station in Natalia, Texas.
Task force officers with the United States Marshals Service observed Mr. Nance armed with a firearm fleeing from the vehicle.
Authorities say Nance eventually shot himself after a confrontation with police. Detectives went to his home here in the 2200 block of Acres Lane Monday, finding blood on the front door. Inside, 2 relatives were dead. At the family's second home, 5 others discovered murdered.
We do believe that the shootings at the 2200 block were the original shootings, and then the 2 random shootings took place shortly thereafter.
Unrelated to this crime scene, police say Nance, who has a criminal history, then allegedly killed 28-year-old Doyosi Bakari and shot a 42-year-old man, also in Joliet.
During the course of this investigation, we determined that a 3-year-old boy was unaccounted for. And we quickly located that child with a relative in a nearby community.
And as you can see, more than 24 hours after the start of this investigation, the crime scene still remains blocked off. We know that crisis intervention teams were out here throughout the day speaking with neighbors and with family members as well. Police also telling us they don't believe that the suspect had any association in Texas. That is the latest here in Joliet. Nate Rogers, Fox 32, Chicago.
The weird thing is, he killed only family members. He killed bedridden brother. That I find it rather disgusting. He started blasting random people he met. I mean, if you killed your family, shooting random people, it's not that worse. I don't know. Depends on the logic in your head. But I think a lot of men are gonna have unique issues like that. With a lot of people don't have a specific family structure. But then again, he did have a family. But the family didn't support him. And he started blasting. Hey man, you have to be, it's like you have to be very cynical to consider that a normal step to, yeah, it's really hard to die on that hill. You must have had a very horrible life or you have a lot of mental health issue. But hey, there seems to be a girlfriend that has been obstructing.
It is, and that girlfriend is 21-year-old Kylie Cleveland Singleton. Police say she basically tried to prevent them from finding the accused killer in this case, and that is her boyfriend, 23-year-old Romeo Nance. We've also learned they have a 3-year-old son together. Meanwhile, we're learning more about the 8 victims in this case. Most of them were family members of the suspect, Romeo Nance. They are described as a family of athletes. They are Nance's mother, Tamika Nance, his 31-year-old brother, Joshua Nance, 3 sisters, Alexandria, Alana, and Angel. The eldest sister, Alexandria, performed in 7 different competitions with Rush Athletics USA Team Illinois. Her coach tells us the entire family contributed to the organization's success.
That's messed
Christine
up.
And William Esters II, the shooter's aunt and uncle, were also killed. Finally, the 8th person to die in this case, 28-year-old Toyosi Bakari. Police describe his shooting as random, as was this shooting caught on surveillance video. The victim in that shooting, we're told, survived. Again, Nance's girlfriend, Cleveland Singleton, is expected here in court later this morning at 9, and we'll let you know what comes out of that hearing.
And the only thing I consider so horrible in this situation, hey, you saved the kid, but I'm actually disappointed that you have a kid. What the heck is this? Even if I had a girlfriend and I did something gangster, I would at least tell them where I am, don't obstruct the justice, do your thing, keep the baby safe, I'll get my revenge. No, Okay, I can get you're in love, but wow. Now you might have a charge? Who's going to stick with the baby? The grandma of this girl? I don't know, man. It's like problem after problem after problem. And even if you tell me that certain people need to handle their problem, all I can think about is, how can you just start blasting on your whole freaking family, even your bedridden brother? Even if you hate him, you can joke on it. Ha, I can walk, ha ha. But blast him? I'm like, man, you have to have such an anger, you know? You have certain people when they fight with other people and the person falls on the ground, you win, right? But I've seen many videos, oh, you fell on the ground, I'm gonna step on your face. That is a certain of anger that certain people have that I never understand. And it's sad. It's really sad. Not everybody is the same. I know. That doesn't mean I'm not paranoid. But hey, I'm not allowed to say that. Even if I'm from that neighborhood. Because some rich person, educated, saw a source, and they know better. Come on, people. It's just wow. I can't believe he shot his whole freaking family. It makes no sense to me.